and then we'll do a polka.
Here we go.
It's time to gather around the bandstand, everybody. We're gonna play some polka, something new. For mom and dad, sister, brother, we should come out too. It's polka time. It's polka time. It's polka time for you. Welcome back to set 2 with the project. Is everybody having a good time so far tonight?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
We're gonna rock this place out with the beat all the way up until 10 o'clock tonight. We hope you have a great time. Here we go. It's time to gather around the bandstand, everybody. We're gonna play some polka, something new. For mom and dad, sister, brother, who should charity. It's polka time. It's polka time. It's polka time for me and you. That was our opening medley. Song written by Dan Gurry called It's Polka Time into Johnny and Katie's, made popular by the Sounds back in the 80s.
Hello out there to Lucas Yash and Hannah Yash. Happy New Year and a belated Merry Christmas wishes
Yeah, we
to
posted
the two of you.
This is featured on our CD.
Also,
Here we go with one called Separate Ways.
Jean Marie and Hank Marzowski out there, Little Ferry, New Jersey. Belated Merry Christmas to you and the Fur Kids, and a happy 2024 to you and Hank. As we here are enjoying the music of the project at the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve weekend.
There are times I know, maybe I should go, other times I should stay. We are working out, see what you are talking about. Oh, God, set me free. Everybody's got a secret song. Do what they feel, everything's wrong. And if you think that you know best, then you know better than the rest. Maybe take away your tears away, and we can show our love every day. Something that should bring us to our knees. There are times I know, maybe I should go, and other times I should stay. We are working out, see what you are talking about. Oh, God, set me free.
Cut off that First and 10 CD. And we do have some.
I would say hi quickly to Greg Russo up there in Schenectady, New York. Greg, a Happy New Year and a belated Christmas to you, Greg, up there. Also to Marjorie Rose in Albany, New York. To you and Kathy, a Happy New Year and a belated Merry Christmas.
How many Stashko fans do we have in the crowd?
Mike Stepinski, glad you're joining us.
Oh, come on. How many Stashko fans do we have?
At the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve bash here in Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio. Hello to Yashu's here, drumming with the beat. And glad you're watching. We'll be catching a little bit of you guys in a bit. Johnny Mikos. Happy New Year and a belated Merry Christmas to you too. John, I hope you and the family are having a great New Year's Day weekend. And as we are here with the project and the beat at the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve Extravaganza. Donna Stezhempa, hello there, Donna, out there in Chicago. Something else, Donna.
Everybody on the sea, I met a girl whose love I could not see. Today I know how blind the heart can be.
Donna Stishep out there in Chicago.
We'll have a tempo for you right now.
Happy New Year 2024 and a belated Christmas wish to you as well, you and the family.
Especially for our good buddy Mike Ivan.
As we're enjoying the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve Extravaganza here at Embassy Suites.
Here we go with one called Why Not Hop?
In
Independence, especially
Ohio.
for my dad, John Z. Sr., here with us.
Paula Karnkevich out there.
Surprised the
in
heck
the
out of me.
Reading,
He wasn't supposed to come
Pennsylvania
here.
area. Happy New Year to you and the family,
Good to
as
see
well
Dad.
as belated
This one's for you, Pops.
Merry Christmas wishes to all of you. As we enjoy the fine music here of the project, they are just rocking it.
Why not hop? Yeah, I wish.
Lucas also wants to say hi since you're with Joey Blackburn.
Book a team for you
Out
once
there in
again. We're gonna do this
Rochester.
especially for all the members of DBSTA.
Joey as
with us.
well, Lucas. A very
All two
happy
of them.
New Year to both
Especially
you
for
guys
Steve and also
and
for Aaron.
the rest of your family and friends for 2024. And also a belated Christmas wish to you, Joey, and
Who remembers any of those
the rest of your family.
flavored albums? Weren't they fantastic? Well, Johnny and Teddy put together
Helen
a medley
Vinyas
of all the
watching with us.
from
Helen,
two,
a
volume
very
two.
happy New Year and belated Christmas wish to you and the
Yeah,
family.
listen. No, it's Country
As
One.
well.
Country One. It's the first one. The first one.
Hope that
So here we go with one.
you had
that
a
we
great
call
Christmas
Eddie's
holiday,
Country Fried
and
Medley.
hope your New Year's weekend is going to be as fantastic as ours so far has been with all this great music
This is a
including the
Tonka Tones
project
original for all the Tonka Tones.
here at the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve Extravaganza at the Embassy Suites Hotel.
Here we go. Eddie's Country Fried Medley. From
apart. Now you better realize that's what you're doing, 'cause you'll never miss the water to the well. Run, run, well, I can see it on the tree, and the riverside should tell me all the smile. Oh, you better listen close to what I'm saying, 'cause you'll never miss the water to the well runs dry. Oh, you'll never miss the water till the well runs dry. You'll regret each and every time you think you cry. You'll never miss the water till I say goodbye. You'll never miss the water till the well runs dry. But I wasn't fooling around the day I said I knew. But many a night I wish that I had been fooled into. I know it's foolish taking all this misery, but when it's you a fool I'll always be. I know that you've been fooling around, I'll be right from the start. So I'll take back my ring and I'll take back my heart. And when you're tired of fooling around too often, just come on home and fool around with me. Woo, woo. Country fried.
Wow.
Let me. Everybody having a good time out there? Oh, come on, that was lame. Is everybody having a good time out there?
Yeah! Hell yeah!
Before I forget, how about a nice big round of applause for your host and hostesses this evening, especially for Mike and Carla, Mike Bukowski and Carla. Also for Jeff Yash.
Yes.
And also for Jill Churiak.
Yeah.
They put this whole thing together. What a fantastic event. We're so honored to be here performing for you. We hope we keep doing this for many years to come.
Mike Niemiec, Happy New Year
Hope it's
and
for you once
belated
again.
Christmas to you, Mike. Hope
Here we
you're
go,
having
getting married.
a nice New Year's Eve weekend and New Year's weekend, as we are here at the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio. Tom and Cindy Zach in Middletown, a Happy New Year to you and a belated Merry Christmas wishes to you as well.
written by Mr. Eddie Walensky, one called Getting Married Polka.
And I want to say hi out there
Sorry,
to
these seeds are too much.
Dwayne Malinowski Jr. out there in Toledo, Ohio. Dwayne, happy New Year wishes to you and the family. Belated Christmas wishes to you and the family, and also to your dad, Dwayne Malinowski. And hopefully my son Jerry and I will be out your way in June when the tap.
Okay, we haven't done a waltz this set. Very pretty waltz coming up
tap
for you.
people have their
Your waltz partner.
polka
Here we
festival
go with
going
a
on
song
in
that
June.
TBC recorded
So
back
we
in
certainly have that on our
1994
radar. I
at,
hope to run into
Energy
you
Level.
when we're out there. So have a happy,
This
safe,
is
happy New Year.
song, I believe, written by Little Wally.
And Sophie Stapon out
And
there
Frank Liska took it. And
in the North Fork of Long Island.
So we like the
Happy
arrangement,
New
so
Year to
we're
you
gonna
and
do it
your
for
family, and
this
also
evening.
belated Merry
Here we go with
Christmas
one
wishes
called
to you
Without
as well.
Waltz.
And hello out there to Greg Schwoidak, to you and your son. A very happy New Year 2024.
from you, Holmes.
Greg, once again, Happy New Year out there to you and your son, and hope you're having a happy New Year's weekend together, and hope Christmas was great for the two of you.
Okay, right now we're going to do a polka for you that we recorded once again on that.
And we're looking forward to
CD.
running into the Constantine All-Star somewhere on that Polka Road.
Especially for Steve and Judy.
So,
and also for...
just wanted to...
Also for Nick and Devon, they asked for this one, and then we're going to send this out especially for Judy here with us. Judy knows Vic. Good to see you. One called the Judy polka. Wouldn't you freaked out if I would have said Barbara?
Deb Romanowski out there in Cohoes, New York, part of the Ruku Hellraisers. Just want to say Happy New Year to you and Jerry and the captain, and hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas as well.
Especially for the news section over there. Love it. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed already, on Facebook, it's all over Facebook, the news is getting back together for a reunion weekend.
Wait, this isn't fake news, is it?
No, it's not fake news.
No,
it's the
no
real
fake
thing.
news.
Real deal.
It's even Tommy Wonderland real. That's how real it is. April 20th at Potts Banquet Hall in Buffalo. Get your tickets now because they're selling like crazy. We can't wait to get together and play for you once again. So especially for Andy and Brian, and also for Kayla here and Michelle. And also, especially for the Oshanskis here with us. Good to see you guys. Stasha and Marianne. I saw Marianne earlier.
Where's Marianne?
All right. We're going to do a polka for you right now. Here we go with one called You Better Stay Single. Polka. Especially for Linda.
John, you want to unwrap that for us a little bit?
Here we go with a tune that Peter brought to the table. We ended up recording this on our album. This is an old Ray Midas tune for all you Ray Midas fans
here
out
we
there.
go.
Excellent.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go with one
go,
called
baby.
You Better Stay Single. Polka.
Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Here comes the good one. Woo!
You Better Stay Single. Oh, God.
Wow. I want to say Happy New Year wish going out to
Polka time for you once again.
Don and Betty
Actually,
Marengo
no, we're
here
gonna do
in
for you.
the
So things down to Robetic.
in the Cleveland
Especially
area.
for Deborah here
Don
with us.
and Betty,
Also for
hope you had
Tell us
a
about George. Is
very
George
Merry
here? George and
Christmas,
Dawn,
you and the
Krasinski's
family,
here.
and likewise to have
Also
a
for
safe
Christine.
and a blessed Happy
see
New
you.
Year as we're celebrating
Also for Whitey.
here at the
Whitey Ranians, and also for Kathy here with
We're
us.
here at the,
Great to see you guys.
PucoYashu's New Year's Eve
Here we go with one
Extravaganza
called
at the
Chicago,
Embassy Suites in
off of
Independence.
Eddie's Wide World of
Celebrating
Focus
our
recording.
little bit of independence here. Betty and Don, take care.
Dotykałem, narobiłem strawy, a przejeżdżę ulicą pisana na dawy. Ja sam pytam po Chrystusy, co to za kujara, a ludzie mi powiadają, że to jest wykara. Ja sam pytam po Chrystusy, co to za kujara, a ludzie mi powiadają, że to jest wykara. Młoda pana bardzo też z kotem sobie żyje i co rano swoje buzią co ja piję, wykupuję przybytnika i włosy płytuje, po tej szybki to zapewne sama elektryka. Wykupuję przybytnika i włosy płytuje, po tej szybki to zapewne sama elektryka. Przeskoczy żonowany taki ona składem. Chłopaku do ciebie siedzi, chłopciemy siedzi, a on z podrzekami chłopanek siedzi. Chłopaku do ciebie siedzi, chłopciemy siedzi, a on z podrzekami chłopanek siedzi. Papa tutaj w Ameryce go nie zachwytniemy, gdzie muzyka, gdzie wesele, co ona już nie wie.
I want to send out New Year's Eve wishes to Joe and Jenny Romp out there in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay,
Joe and Jenny and the
do
family.
An instrumental polka that I had recorded with the Dynastics.
Have a blessed and a happy New Year 2024. Hope you also had a blessed Merry Christmas with all of your family.
The album was taken over.
And hopefully we'll cross paths at some point, maybe in the spring or in early summer, maybe out in Toledo way. So Joe and Jenny, a happy New Year.
For all the CPA members, how's that?
Christine Mangan out there in New Jersey. Christine, a happy New Year to you and your family. And also hope you had a very blessed, happy Christmas with all of your family members. And glad to see you on board here joining us for the New Year's Eve Extravaganza out here at the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio.
Instrumental polka time. One called Up the River for all our Canadian friends.
With a band called The Project, who I believe are doing one of their last gigs. So
here we go, Up the River.
Definitely having a great time here for New Year's Eve. out in Ohio. Send a shout out also to Amber Bish and your family out there, and I believe you're in the Western Pennsylvania area. Amber, to you and your entire family, your mom and dad and your sister out there in Canton, Ohio. A happy and blessed New Year.
We got time to do one more quick medley for you before we turn the bandstand back over to
hope everybody in the Bish family.
How about a nice quick round of applause for the beat? Doing a phenomenal job,
beautiful and
as always.
Blessed Christmas season
One of
as
my
well.
favorites. Oh my gosh.
Amber, you take care and enjoy the rest of this upcoming New Year's weekend as we are here in Independence,
Especially for
Ohio.
Robin and also for Jerry. I saved this one for you. I know you've been standing
Also,
here.
Ron
I've been
Ozwinski
wanting-
out
but
there
I knew we had
from
this song
New
for
Jersey.
you.
Ron, you
The
and the
Dinah Jones
family.
medley, especially for Robin Peg. How about a nice big round of applause for Robin and Jerry?
Ron, happy
had the,
New Year to you
Focus
and
After
the
Dark
family,
last
and
night for
hope you had a
3 or
beautiful
4
Christmas
hours.
as well.
4 hours.
Hope to run into
We had a
you
lot of
on the
fun.
Bulgar Road somewhere
Great
with
to see
either
you too.
Bavarsky or
Here we
Jimmy
go.
Sturm.
Without further ado, the Donatones, Polka Medley.
As we have the project doing their last
And also for
song
Whitey,
for this
for the
set.
Donatones medley. Ex-Dinatone. I should say Dinatone alumni. And then Mike Yvonne, too. He's also an alumnus. and Andy, you were an ex-Dinatone. For all the Dinatones, here we go.
Here we go. Dinatones medley to close out set number 2 here at the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio for the PucoYashu's New Year's Eve Extravaganza.
Why don't we get along? Everything I do is wrong. Tell me what's the reason I'm losing you. I
set for the project coming up in about an hour. And Jerry Jr. will be manning that one. Those of you that tuned in halfway through the set, if you want to watch the entire set, once it fully loads up, you can go back and catch the entire second set by the project. And also, if you go on Jerry's page, you'll be able to watch Jerry's first hour with the project. So those of you that joined us here online, a happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick before the beat gets on the way, the girls are going to be selling 50-50 raffle tickets.
So at this point, I'm going to say adios.
5 for 5.
See you back in an hour
15
with the
tickets for
project
10.
with Jerry.
What a bargain. What a bargain.